In August 2021, the global pandemic seemed to be subsiding. Some of us were excited to travel, but many destinations were still closed. Dad and Grace had never before been to Spain, so we landed in Madrid early and wandered around until our room was ready. Jet lag is great for sightseeing. Dad was interested in the Spanish history of the Reconquista and subsequent resistance to it, in which Christians subjugated multicultural Moorish kingdoms. So we took the next train to Andalusia. Sevilla was our first stop. There were churches everywhere. Andalusia has the reputation of being hot in August, and it lived up to that. We tried to be in by 2 in the afternoon and stay out late, but we never really quite synced up with the local schedule. Grace liked that we got ice cream every day. We did learn about scooter and paddleboard tours. We even took in a flamenco lesson and a great show.
We rented a car and took the back roads to Granada, stopping in several of the so-called white towns. These villages were 15th century battlegrounds of the Reconquista. Granada was the capital of the last Moorish emirate. It's dominated by the Alhambra Palace, the most popular attraction in all of Spain. Because we couldn't get into the palace, we would have to be satisfied with the Spanish Inquisition Museum and its grisly reminders that things could be worse. Granada is a very walkable city too, if you don't mind going up and down.
We are on a bridge overlooking this beautiful gorge as we're going on a day hike in the Alpuharras.
From Granada, we headed into the mountains. This was in part to get out of the heat, but also because the neighboring Alpuharras were the center of a short-lived rebellion against the Spanish crown in the 1560s, which culminated in forced migrations and then expulsion of the Moors from Spain. We found tight roads, good hikes, grand vistas, and a wonderful chocolatier, but we did not find much background on the rebellion. Guadix is special. It played a role in the rebellion, but now it's cool because of all the houses built into the hillsides, like hobbits. The homes stay cool, but they can be quite damp.
Finally, our date with the Alhambra came.
They were seeking perfection.
There's a reason people plan their travels to see this palace. We had met a guide called Nacho, who brought energy and history to our day. What no one expected was the temperature. Phew! Yes, Andalusia gets its heat waves too.
Oh!
Nacho told us a story saying the Caliph wore no identifying signs, so if a visitor didn't know the Caliph personally, they had to be respectful to the whole court. That sounds exhausting. He also highlighted that many of the emirs had been redheads. Wow. The grand tour ended at the Court of the Lions with its iconic fountain.
Cordoba was even hotter. Indeed, that was the hottest we'd ever seen, but it was comfortable inside the breathtaking Great Mosque, a place where we visited first thing in the morning. What an oasis of thought the city must have been in the midst of Europe's dark ages. And after all that, there's still so much more to discover.